and Toastmasters International, the subject of our next visit this morning. And on the line with us this morning, let me punch them up here, Tim Panzigrau and Kate Geiger, I believe, with us on the line. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you both with us. Tim and Kate, you are members of Toastmasters International. I'm thinking that not a lot of people know what Indiana Toastmasters is all about. So, Tim, why don't you start us out by filling us in?
All right. Well, my name is Tim Panzigrau. I am the secretary and the treasurer of the club. I've been a member now for, I think, 5 or 6 years, and I've held a variety of positions throughout the organization, through our local club, and I've gotten to the level of competent communicator and advanced leader bronze, which is two of the certification levels that we have. Mm-hmm. Basically, Toastmasters is it's an organization that focuses on leadership development, on public speaking, and we are the local chapter of it. And so we have our meetings, and we try and help people focus on eliminating their fears in public speaking, on developing their professional skills.
Mm-hmm. And that's very, very important in today's world. Kate, you are the outgoing president of the organization. This doesn't mean you're leaving, though, does it?
Oh, no. No, I've done that 3 different years, so we take turns.
Uh-huh.
And Tim is also a past president.
Uh-huh.
He's done that.
Uh-huh. And the incoming president will be?
Michelle Popeki.
Okay, very good. And so we wish her the best in that. Kate, explain from your standpoint why Toastmasters is such an important part of professional development.
It helps with everything we do, and communication is a big part of that. Communication isn't just public speaking, and a lot of people have, if they know of Toastmasters at all, they associate it with, upfront kind of speaking, but leadership development is not just about the upfront kind of speaking, it's also about networking and conducting meetings, learning to mentor. So there are very many skills that Toastmasters touches upon, and a lot of good programs. And for our club, because of COVID, of course, we are now meeting online through Zoom, like everyone else. But that really has given us opportunities to help people learn how to conduct Zoom meetings and things like supervising online, which is a new skill for a lot of people. The Toastmasters organization, which we are the local chapter, is an international organization. So there are chapters all over the world. Actually, through IUP, we've had a lot of internationals come and join us to practice their English and gain skills, and then they go back to wherever their native country is, and they find chapters. So it's an international organization.
Oh, that's very neat.
So a lot of good resources available. Sometimes people are involved with self-education builds more confidence, and there are a lot of good resources from the Toastmasters International website, toastmasters.org, and so people can go on and explore safely, and that is one of the magic of Toastmasters, is that it's a very friendly organization. It is a way for people to grow the skills in a non-threatening environment. Sometimes a professional environment affects a lot of people, and it's just a great way with a great bunch of people to get feedback, and that is the magic of Toastmasters.
Tim, she mentioned it, and I was going to ask about it as well. Zoom meetings seem like they're a natural for an organization such as Toastmasters, because it sort of is a whole new frontier, and you have the opportunity here to really help people and organizations to conduct meetings in a whole new way.
Yeah. Normally, before the pandemic, we would meet. Our meetings are typically on Wednesday mornings, and we would meet down at Cafe Amadeus downtown, which has been a great host for us over the years. But since they've been closed because of the pandemic, we switched over to Zoom meetings, and we kind of had our first meeting right after the pandemic, and we kind of sat down and we were like, all right, what can we, how can we do this? And so we made it a real emphasis. We had somebody asked, should I go and find a podium space and set all that up? And we're like, well, if you need to work on a particular presentation like that needs a podium, then great, go ahead and do that. But for the rest of the meetings, focus on, you are here in front of your computer screen. This is now your presentation space. How do you manage that? How do you display information to all the other members? So we've taken the opportunity to remind people, this is now your new space. How do you work within this online space versus the traditional standing up in front of a podium? If you're giving a speech, if you're working on a presentation style of skill.
Yeah, one of the things that I was doing this morning was I watched it seemed like all 400 hours of yesterday's Board of Governors meeting of the state system of higher education. And it's a Zoom meeting, and it's a very involved one because you've got all 18 presidents. You've got or not all 18 presidents, but all of the members of the Board of Governors. You've got the chancellor, and it's a very involved meeting, and there were school presidents involved in it as well. And it was really interesting to me watching Cynthia Shapiro, the chairman of the Board of Governors, conduct the meeting, and the way that Dan Greenstein, the chancellor, made his presentation. And I think there are some really good instructional points you can get from watching something such as that. What are some of the things that Tim or Kate, you can both address this, that someone on a Zoom meeting would need to be reminded of or to be mindful of?
Well,
okay, you want to start?
One. Sure. I would say a lot of the things that we do, even during our in-person meetings, we offer good feedback when someone is speaking. And that's one of the magic. We have evaluations at the end of a speech, or anytime someone's done an evaluation, we offer feedback for that. So when someone is speaking, we count a number of ums and ahs and things like that to create awareness.
Don't do that
so
to
that
me.
People understand what they're doing. We offer feedback about the message, and if there's anything that I would say that a junior high student would count the number of times you do, something that's going to distract from the message. So it's all about creating a better message, and that, whether it's in person or online, that is one of the things that we offer.
Yeah, that's very important. So we would like, I'm sure you would like, to have folks know more about Toastmasters Indiana chapter and become part of it. So how can somebody do that? Well,
probably the easiest way is if you folks go to the Toastmasters International website, which is toastmasters.org. You can go on their website, and up at the very top of the page, there's a link that says Find a Club. And if you go in there and you look for Indiana, Pennsylvania, it'll bring up a little bit of information about the club, and there'll be a link in there where you can email directly to the club, and one of us on the officers will get it, and we'll respond back to you, and we'll send people the information on how to be involved.
How did each of you, what were your motivations for joining Toastmasters?
I originally got into Toastmasters when I was back in high school. I had the opportunity to take a class from a Toastmaster. They called it Junior Toastmasters, and so that kind of got me into it. And when I moved up to Indiana a few years ago, I was looking for something to do, and I was like, look, I had this great experience back when I was in high school, and it really helped me. It really took my public speaking and my confidence light years ahead just in the short time that I had it there. So I'd like to get back into that and continue to be involved in that.
Kate, what inspired you?
I grew up as a very shy person, and I found myself, especially as a library director, having to make presentations on a more regular basis and wanting to get better at it and not be intimidated in front of groups, and that really has been a success. I've been there as a Toastmaster for over a dozen years, and I really don't hesitate anymore when someone says, hey, can you come talk to us about the library? I just say, yeah, sure. So I don't have any hesitation about that, and I don't really have as much intimidation in front of groups. So it has helped a great deal, and it also helps a great deal to understand what people are thinking and feeling when they're involved in a presentation, and I appreciate the feedback that I get. You don't want to bore people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. So,
well, geez,
very helpful.
There you are. You picked up my two main weaknesses. I bore people, and I say too much. So
God. You have done so much for our community, and I know that people don't thank you enough, but you keep us all in touch with each other, and I really appreciate what you do.
That's sweet of you to say. Kate Geiger, Tim Panzigrau. Tim, give us once more the contact information. Somebody wants to become involved with Indiana Toastmasters. What do they need to do?
Toastmasters.org. Find a club.
Easy as one can be. Terrific. Hey, thanks to both of you for being with us this morning. It's been fun.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Thanks, Todd.
Both of you have
Bye-bye.
a great day, okay?
You too.
Right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160. All of our conversations brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people.